So the Aleshire Venture Grant is a partnership, a three-way partnership between the Washburn University Leadership Institute, the United Way of Kaw Valley, and our donors, Joe and Janet Aleshire. So every year in the fall semester, the Aleshires commit about $10,000 to this particular project, which is carried out through our LE 300 Leadership Skills Development course. So the money is invested through the United Way with the caveat that the students in the class get to make the investment decisions and determine where that funding is invested in our community. The donors are really passionate about early childhood education and early childhood development, and so the students have to identify a need that exists in Topeka and Shawnee County as it relates to prenatal through 6 years of age early childhood development initiatives. The students have to develop a request for proposals, send it out to community partners who may do work in this area, and then they ultimately get to make some recommendations to the United Way Board of Directors on where those investments should be made. And then they get to present a check, which is always the really fun part at the end of the semester. So it's a very unique, community-engaged learning experience for our students. We've actually done a preliminary research study several years ago to see, does this community engagement experience serve as a springboard for our students to get more involved in the community? And of course, the results were really encouraging. A lot of students commented that this learning experience they had through their LE 300 course really opened their eyes to just all of the needs that existed in their community and also the opportunities that they could make an impact. The United Way partners with the Leadership Institute in lots of different ways. So not just this class is probably the biggest one, but in the spring we offer a really similar community engaged learning experience through what we call the Social Innovation Grant. And so while the Aleshires are not a part of that experience as donors, it's a similarly structured program or project where students get to identify a need in the community that is in alignment with the areas that United Way supports. And then they have to help fundraise. And then half of the class gets to weigh in on what sort of impact they want to make, and then collectively they have to make, again, funding and investment recommendations to the United Way Board of Directors. We also have a couple of students who serve on the United Way Board of Directors as students. So they really get to spend a year sort of learning about the work and what it means to be an active board member. They have to serve on a committee. They have to engage in the early morning board meetings, which is a great learning experience in and of itself. And then by the second year that they're on the board, they are active participants. I think the United Way partnership that the Leadership Institute has is so important because it provides this really amazing foundational understanding for our students of the complexities of our communities. It's one of the most impactful projects that we do as a part of our leadership studies curriculum.